Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter in a cabin on a hill in Butcher Holler. These are the lyrics from Loretta Lynn. She sang them and wrote the song The Coal Miner's Daughter. This song talks about how Loretta Lynn grew up in poverty and how her dad raised 8 kids on a coal miner's pay. They didn't have much, but they sure had love. They didn't have shoes to wear during the summer, but when the wintertime came, their dad would have to sell their hog so they could be able to order out of the catalog, so each child would get a new pair of shoes. Their mom would wash their clothes on a washer board. Loretta Lynn is so proud to be a coal miner's daughter. She will never forget where she came from. She never believed that she would ever leave Butcher Holler. I got from my research, Song Facts and the Country Hall of Fame. Loretta Lynn was born in April 1932. She grew up listening to country music and singing and dancing. She was married off at age 15 to her husband. They left Kentucky and moved to the state of Washington. By the time she had her 4th child, her husband came home with a $17 guitar and gave it to her as her wedding present. Loretta Lynn did not know how to play the guitar, but she knew how to sing, so she taught herself how to play the guitar. Well, she started a band, and her husband was the manager. They started playing at the Grange Hall, which they got noticed. They went down to Los Angeles and then went to Nashville, Tennessee to sign in a record deal. Loretta Lynn tells her story about the problems in her family and her marriage. Like the one song, You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man, talks about how her husband had an affair or many affairs on her. I don't know how she stuck with him. He is so lucky. And another song, You ain't coming home drinking or drunken. Loretta Lynn is such a big inspiration to all country music artists. She is considered the queen of country music. She has won CMA's Female Vocal Artist 3 times in 3 different years. Not only she was inducted in the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1988, but she had a film called The Coal Miner's Daughter, based off her life, starring Stacey Spacek and Tommy Lee Jones as her husband. I've seen this movie, which is awesome, by the way. Is where I've came to learn about Loretta Lynn. Loretta Lynn has taught us a lot through her music, how her stories and how she expressed so much and dealt with so much pain. And she's a big inspiration to many. Well, back in April of this year, 2022, Loretta Lynn just turned 90 years old. Many country music stars have wished her a happy birthday, and many more to come. She is so thankful for all those birthday wishes that it made her feel so special on this day. Even though she's not performing much anymore, since she has broken her hip back in 2018, I believe, Loretta Lynn is still going strong. And that's why I look at her as a country music artist as a big inspiration of going from not having much to being something one day. Thank you.